Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain.
Oh, shit, it's raining.
A heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
To go.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland, absolutely unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. Remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. First down, Murray. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And the Cardinals first down.
On first down, Drake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Diggs. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards on the ground.
7-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Johnson now returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jaron Reed coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He'll air this one out for Kirk, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. That will go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. A Seahawk 1st down as Wilson finds Lockett.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Here's Wilson. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down is Jason Myers. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. at the 47-yard line.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it, sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run on first down. It's Drake, and he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile
What
on
game?
his face, and that's Kenyon Drake. Because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season. Utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Peterson. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella.
That was a hell of a play right there, boy. Ain't nothing I can do with that one.
Have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute.
Ooh, wait, that was nasty.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Ooh, that was ugly, that ball.
Out of the back of the end zone, so
Hit me
we
with
will
a
start here
deep ball.
at the 25.
He ain't letting Metcalf get over the top, a little dirty dog.
Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on the... And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job
I got it.
defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And got his man complete.
I got him, Ski. Got what I wanted. He blitzed me like a dummy. He blitzed me like a dummy. Toe him up, Ski.
And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. An incredibly short kick fielded.
Oh my God, they gave the nigga 1 second. Get out of here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
No, it's halftime.
A long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time. To see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before.
And he shouldn't have beat JD. JD had some niggas open, and he just didn't throw on the damn ball. He was doing what you're doing, staring down one down receiver.
On the move on 1st down. Now it's Carson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Butler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
For another Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Cardinals' 9-yard line.
They run again with Carson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The ball carrier.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bro, alright, Doski. Pretty decent. This Cardinals user, he alright. He got some nice little plays. He knows something about math. He know a little bit something about math. Give me a nice little game. He had me nervous for a minute when he hit me with that bomb.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
Now I can go back to my D. I had to stop running that shit. I was running out of fucking times to pick it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals
This nigga keep catching me with Andy Isabella's ass, man. This nigga's too fucking fast for me, boy.
By land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Yeah, I'm in the game playing as usual.
Every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Coming to the line here to begin their
Should have game these fucking niggas up, boy.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it.
That's fucking whole shit. I slid.
Set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
On 1st down, Drake, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the option, here's Drake. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle by Darryl.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble. And
he is into the end.
Oh, shit, man. This nigga Russell Wilson fumbled on me, man.
Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson, flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
On the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle.
Damn, I lost it. Fucking gave the game up, man.
The line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he is going to
Good
have
fucking throw, you little bitch.
Able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be
Nah, it's 28-24.
gain of 17. Murray again gets a break. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked in his 1st year in the league.
Smitty, get out the blinds, boy.
He's the most sacked quarterback, 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
The completion good for only 6, and they'll bring up 4th. Gonzalez's kick is good. High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Yeah.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one told me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch.
Yeah, I love my kids.
And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things
Robo
down.
Ryan.
And reassert themselves here. Now a throw to the left sideline. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there. 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure the clock stops at every opportunity.
Robo Ryan.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good
game
on 1st down.
Yeah, that's fraud there.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
That is different.
He's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. First and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the score.